Everyone. So we're going to be reading a lot on this video. This is from Russell Talk. We have a bunch of updates on WWE 2K25. So we're going to be going through a lot of stuff. So we're going to start with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X gamers can take action out of the ring in the new The Island mode, described as an interactive world made up of series of areas built around different WWE themes. The Island offers players the opportunity to explore and challenge other players while vying to earn a WWE contract by impressing the original tribal chief Roman Reigns. By completing quests, taking on challenges, competing in live events, earning unlockables, and upgrading and customizing my superstars through multiple storyline chapters, the island allows players to step outside the ropes and rule beyond the ring. This is only available on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, so you can't get this actually on the PC if that's where you play it. The Bloodline Dynasty is a new 2K Showcase mode and will be hosted by Paul Heyman. The all new 2K Showcase, hosted by the wise man Paul Heyman, celebrates one of the most iconic wrestling family dynasties, the Bloodline in the extended Hanoi family. Featuring Roman Reigns, The Rock, Yokozuna, Jacob Fatu, and more, players can relive historic showdowns or flip the script and change the outcome of select matchups. Dream matches between members of the Bloodline and WWE superstars and legends offers a what if fantasy element to settle fan debates and start fresh feuds, in addition to some surprises in store. Pretty cool, right? You get a 2K showcase mode of the hottest current storyline. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to get legends, Rock, Yokozuna. Cannot wait to see what that entails. Intergender matches will also make their debut in WWE 2K25 alongside a number of returning match types. Intergender wrestling makes its long awaited debut in the WWE 2K franchise. WWE or player created superstars from the men's and women's division can now compete against each other to set up limitless matches across all game modes. Additional features include the return of chain wrestling. People will be excited about that. Bloodline rules match, underground match, and new barricade diving. So, this reading the new match types in here, this has the ability to be something that's really cool and people really love it, or something that people are like, it's cool to have in there, but they're not well thought out enough. So there's nothing that I look at here and I go, holy crap, this is in there. But chain wrestling returning, a bloodline rules match, that's awesome. Underground match, new barricade diving, the intergender matches. If they pull those off, that's a good suite of new features added on to what we already have. The MyGM mode has been enhanced for WWE 2K25, featuring multiplayer management action for up to 4 players. GMs can take their show on the road and challenge general managers worldwide in the enhanced MyGM mode for WWE 2K25, now with online multiplayer for up to 4 players. Players draft WWE superstars and legends to their weekly show's roster and lead their brand through multiple week seasons with a bigger selection of general managers, cross brand, premium live events, and more. So keep your eye on this, right? This is something we're going to see. We don't know yet. We're just getting the kind of what 2K is saying here, but they're adding a lot to my GM. They're making it an even bigger product than it was in the last year. And it was cool last year, but you knew, okay, there's some things that we would want to see. And I'm sure if you go read a bunch of articles or watch other, really WWE 2K YouTubers, my guess is they have a lot of different things they wanted in there. So some of these will hopefully show up. So, like I said, I'm optimistic, but none of this stuff is going to matter unless it's put together properly. That's the thing with a game like this is what they add in doesn't matter unless it's properly added. Like everything here sounds fantastic. If being a GM isn't your thing, players might enjoy the return of MyFaction mode. The collectible card battle mode is back with updated features, new content, and more ways to play. Faction Wars now features new node types and 50 new stages. World Tour replaces Proving Grounds and enabling players to travel to different locations in a non-linear approach, while additionally match type support for live events and online matches, and new community events offer enhanced replayability. New theme card packs and goals will continue to roll out regularly throughout the year with seasonal content refreshes. So this is one of the modes I am excited for now. The thing that stinks is that these kind of my faction, my team, anybody that plays sports games knows these things ruined in a lot of ways, those sports games. And I'm not saying because they're not fun. I loved my team mode. I loved all of that stuff. Um, the problem was it became the sole focus of these games. So it's like one of those things where when you look at my faction, I definitely think after playing 2K24 a little bit, there are a lot of little things they can improve on. You know, I like some of it. I love the collectible aspect. I definitely think one thing I always look for in something like this is they as they add in all these new modes and stuff like that, it's just make it easier for people to buy packs. That's just my personal thing. Like even on 2K24, it wasn't egregious, but the way it looked to me was that if you want to buy one of those big boxes, you're gonna be paying real money. You know, you could get them if you really wanted to play through it all and do all that. And I'm not even saying it was unfair because there were other ways to unlock packs and stuff like that. I just felt like, if you wanna have a buy the new set or something like that, just as it comes out, you're gonna have to put real money into it. And it doesn't mean that they shouldn't be making money off this. I just think if you make it a little bit easier, maybe it would improve the mode. But I can't wait to see this because I do think the way they have it structured, I don't know what the, common view of this is. I don't know what, people think of it. My view was I never really loved the modes that they had in my faction at this point. So I'm hoping this could be changed a little bit. And it looks like they did some changes, so we'll see if that's the case. There's also upgrades coming for the Sandbox mode with the return of promos. WWE 2K Sandbox mode receives new upgrades to give players greater control over the universe experience, including the long awaited return of promos. The new system includes multiple promo types and outcomes with new cutscenes and branching choices. Creation Suite, the hallmark of the WWE 2K franchise, the best in class, most detailed and robust. Creation Suite remains one of the driving forces behind players' self expression as they design their own custom superstars, GMs, referees, arenas, entrances, movesets, championships, crowd signs, and more. So I loved the universe mode since it's been brought in. It's so much better than any other mode, in my opinion, that they've ever put in the game. Even MyGM, I just think the universe mode it always allows you to do so much. Now we'll see if it remains this way because MyGM is going to be upgraded, and we'll see if it's better. But I I I hope they did actually take it seriously and add like that they put in promos, ranching storylines. Like that's the only thing with it, right? Is you just want that like I feel like with universe mode, it has everything you want, but you just want about 1% more control. You just want like 1% more of add this storyline, add that storyline. And I know some people may say, "Oh, well, it's kind of a repetitive deal." Right? It's like a repetitive thing with my GM in there, but my GM is its own mode. It's like it's its own mode in there. It's not the same as universe. It's not the same kind of as they describe it as the sandbox. The sandbox element is the awesome part. For the creation suite, look, I don't think anybody is like worried about the creation suite. This is maybe the best of anything is the creation suite. So yeah, I'm not worried about that. Hopefully, I mean, if they screwed this up, I'll tell you this, that would be that would break the game. Really, you can't screw up that in a 2K game for WWE. All right, the MyRise mode will deliver a singular multi-gender storyline that sees WWE superstars infiltrate NXT. Players guide their My Superstar from the women's or men's division in a singular multi-gender MyRise storyline where Bailey, Kevin Owens, and other superstars infiltrate NXT in an attempt to take control of the entire WWE, featuring new personality choices that lead to specific storylines as well as brawl environments, unlockable arenas, characters, useful objects, and more, plus new ally storylines involving Jey Uso, Bianca Belair, Seth Rollins, and other WWE superstars. I'm going to be playing this mode, and we'll probably put it on the channel. The only thing I'll say about My Rise is, and this goes for every sport game, for the NFL version of it in Madden, for the 2K version of it in NBA 2K. I just feel like people have lost the plot on these story modes. And, I remember this is a little bit off topic in the sense it's a different game, but NBA 2K, when they first put in my career or my player, and I remember it was so bare bones. It was you started at like a 60, 65, 70. I can't remember exactly. You played like in, training camp games, then you played in the summer league, and then you got to the NBA. But it was just games, and it was just you upgraded after every game. That was it. You had skill points, you upgraded, that was it. And that was the best experience ever because you started at this player who was not good, and you were able to build with this team, and then you would bring like 3, 4, 5 championships by the end because once you got down the line, you became like a 99 overall. And they would always make slight adjustments, and those adjustments were always good, but then they've taken a turn now where it's like it's completely disconnected from the whole point of a MyRise or a created superstar, which is you have control over what you want to do. Like I don't put in the comments if you agree or disagree, but I don't really want like this thing where yeah, create a superstar and then play through the predetermined story we give you, even if it has branching options. Like I don't really want that. What I would love is give me a universe mode within my Rise where I put my character in there and I can choose I want to go for this title or that title. And then you could like just auto have like cutscenes and promos within there. Like I don't need this really crazy story. But I don't know, maybe some people disagree with me on that. Like to me, the selling point of this is not like, cool, you have new allies and new things you could do. And it's like, I mean, I get it, but it's just so much cooler, I think, when you just leave it simple. Like when we do My Rise, we want to create, whether it's a men or woman superstar, and just have them rise to the top. I don't really care about a lot of the other stuff. Okay. Creative players will also be able to explore a best in class creation suite covering many aspects of WWE, from stars to crowd signs. The hallmark of the WWE 2K franchise, the best in class, most detailed and robust creation suite, remains one of the driving forces behind. Oh, that's the same thing we read before. Okay, we don't need to read that again. All right. The roster boasts an unparalleled lineup of WWE stars from across brands and company history with over 300 playable characters. WWE 2K25 brings you an unparalleled lineup of superstars from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, plus legends and Hall of Famers. The stacked roster of over 300 playable characters spans multiple generations and features Seth Rollins, Undertaker, The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley, and more. So we don't know everyone yet, but this is the key for any WWE game. They do have a crazy creation suite, so with that, it helps you fill in the gaps. But the bottom line the bottom line is that more characters, the better. And especially, I love the current guys, love the current girls, but we want legends in there too. Venue enthusiasts will be happy that they can travel to the world to access the popular rings from WWE events. Travel up the card while you travel the world. WWE 2K25 gives you access to many popular rings from your favorite WWE events. That's nothing crazy. Along with the standard edition featuring Roman Reigns, there will be two additional editions, with WWE 2K25 Deadman Edition being joined by WWE 2K25 The Bloodline Edition. The standard edition will offer dual gen entitlement, available for $69.99 on both Gen 9 consoles, PS5 and Xbox Series X, and Gen 8 consoles, PS4, Xbox One, consoles, and PC. Pre-order bonus offers. Players who pre-order the WWE 2K25 Standard Edition will receive the Wyatt 6-pack, a bonus pack of content including 5 playable superstars: Uncle Howdy, Dexter Loomis, Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy, and Eric Rowan. Plus, for PS5 and Xbox Series X only, Uncle Howdy and Nikki Cross mass cosmetic items for the island. Players who pre-order the Standard Edition digital will also receive the WWE 2K24 cross-gen base game digital. The Deadman Edition will be available for $99.99 for PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and PC. The Deadman Edition includes the Standard Edition and Wyatt 6 packs, plus the Deadman Edition bonus pack, which includes Mattel Elite Greatest Hits, Undertaker and Original Undertaker 90 Persona cards, and playable superstars, a usable urn object, Undertaker 95 mask cosmetic item for the island on PS5 and Xbox Series X only, and Brother Love Manager, plus a season pass to all 5 post-launch DLC character packs and 15,000 VC. The Deadman Edition will be available from March 7th, 2025, 7 days ahead of the Standard Edition. Players who pre-order Deadman Edition will also receive the WWE 2K24 cross-gen base game digital. The Bloodline Edition will be available for $129.99 for PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and PC. In addition to the Standard Edition and all bonus content included in the Deadman Edition, the Bloodline Edition includes the Ringside Pass, Season Pass plus Superstar Mega Boost, the Rock Nation of Domination pack, which features a Rock Nation of Domination persona card and playable superstar, and will only be available as part of the Bloodline Edition, plus the Bloodline Edition bonus pack, which features Mattel Elite Series 114, Jey Uso and Mattel Elite Greatest Hits, Roman Reigns, Persona cards, and playable superstars for Xbox Series X and PS5 only. This pack includes a Family Above All hoodie OTC shirt, Yeet tank top, and Yeet sunglasses cosmetic items for the island, while for Steam only, it includes an additional 32,500 VC. Also included is the WrestleMania 41 pack, which features the WrestleMania 41 Arena, two WrestleMania 41 main event superstar persona cards and playable superstars, and a new superstar persona card, which will all be available summer of 2025. The Bloodline Edition will be available from March 7, 2025, 7 days ahead of the Standard Edition. Players who pre-order the Bloodline Edition will also receive the WWE 2K24 cross-gen base game. All right, so that was a lot of reading, but that's the end. And I already pre-ordered the biggest edition that they got. I'm ready for this game. We're going to be playing it a lot, covering it on this channel along with the news. Hopefully people enjoy that. If not, we won't do it, but I'm excited to do it. And I think this has the opportunity to be a very good game. 2K24 was a very good game. They got to keep building. That's part of the beauty of these wrestling games is each year you add a little bit more, you add a little bit more, you add a little bit more, and then we're going to get this game that I think everybody really, really enjoys. And they've come a long way since 2020. They just can't screw it up with, you have the island now, you have a lot of microtransaction things. The more you focus on that, the more people aren't going to like it. It's just the truth because you're taking away from other things. So you want to deliver a good game. These games are playable. People will spend money. Just make them good. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.